blistering deserts, frozen wastelands, war zones, and disaster sites. These trucks have seen it all, and somehow they're still running. Built to endure what no machine should ever face, they pushed through fire, floods, and fury, and came out stronger. Get ready for the 10 trucks that survived impossible conditions. Because some machines aren't just built tough, they're built unbreakable. Number 1. Western Star 6900XD. When the world's toughest jobs demand the world's toughest machines, the Western Star 6900XD steps forward like a steel gladiator. Born not for highways, but for the wastelands of mining sites and logging routes, this truck isn't designed to look pretty, it's designed to survive. Built in Canada, the 6900XD was forged to conquer the country's unforgiving wilderness. Imagine minus 45 degrees Celsius temperatures, where steel contracts and engines freeze solid. Yet, this machine roars to life, its Detroit DD16 engine generating over 600 horsepower, ready to drag hundreds of tons across ice, mud, and rock. In the oil sands of Alberta, where ordinary trucks die within months, the 6900XD has become legend. Its reinforced frame, thicker than nearly any commercial vehicle, resists twisting even under extreme loads. Its cooling systems are built for both Arctic blizzards and desert heat, and its suspension can take impacts that would snap an average chassis in half. There are stories from Canadian miners who have driven these trucks for 20 hours straight through blinding snowstorms, only stopping to refuel. Even when their tires froze to the ground overnight, the Western Star powered back up the next morning like nothing had happened. It's not just about raw power, it's the reliability that matters. The 6900XD is simple, mechanical, and over-engineered. No fragile electronics to fail, no luxury nonsense, just gears, pistons, and unbreakable steel. To this day, you'll find these monsters grinding through mining camps, pulling road trains, or hauling timber through deep forests. In a world of fragile modern trucks, the 6900XD remains a defiant symbol of endurance, the truck that refuses to die, no matter how cruel the world becomes. Number 2. Oshkosh M1070H. When the US Army needed a truck capable of carrying tanks, they didn't ask for luxury. They asked for invincibility. And that's how the Oshkosh M1070 Heavy Equipment Transporter HET was born. This isn't a truck for roads, it's a machine for war. Designed to haul the M1 Abrams tank, which weighs nearly 70 tons, the M1070 was built to survive everything from desert warfare to chemical contamination. Underneath its steel armor beats a 700 horsepower Caterpillar C118 engine, linked to an 8x8 drivetrain. It can climb steep inclines while hauling massive loads and still hit 50 mph on flat terrain. Its massive cooling system keeps it alive even in 130 Fahrenheit desert heat. During the Iraq and Afghanistan wars, these trucks became the silent heroes of logistics. They crossed bomb-cratered highways, dodged IEDs, and waded through rivers of mud and sand. Many returned home full of bullet holes, but still operational. Soldiers often said that if the HET was still running, the mission wasn't lost. Its strength wasn't just in its armor, it was in its soul. The ability to keep moving when everything else around it failed. In Kuwait's blazing deserts, some HETs ran non-stop for weeks, towing tanks, APCs, and supplies across endless dunes. Even when an engine failed, crews could repair it in the field with minimal tools because the truck was built with modular, battlefield-repairable design. Decades later, the Oshkosh M1070 remains in service, upgraded, improved, but still fundamentally the same beast. It's the ultimate symbol of military resilience, a truck that doesn't just move machines of war, it survives war itself. Number 3. Iveco Trakker. In the heart of the Sahara, where the wind burns like fire and the horizon stretches to infinity, one name commands respect: Iveco Trakker. This isn't your typical European highway truck. It's a vehicle built for places where roads don't exist and temperatures break machines. The Trakker was designed for both civilian and military use. its rugged frame and all-wheel drive system giving it the heart of a fighter. With up to 500 horsepower and an ultra-durable ZEV transmission, it thrives in quarries, oil fields, and humanitarian convoys. But the real legend of the Trakker was forged in the Dakar Rally, the most punishing race on Earth. Modified Trakkers roared through dunes, gravel plains, and stone deserts, taking punishment that destroys most vehicles in hours. Sandstorms, 55 degrees Celsius heat, endless vibration, and still, these trucks crossed the finish line. In North Africa and the Middle East, the Trakker became the go-to vehicle for companies and organizations that needed absolute reliability. It hauls aid, oil rigs, and construction materials through terrain so harsh that tires melt on contact with sand. One field engineer in Libya once said, "We lost our generators, we lost our radios, but the Trakker kept moving." That's the essence of this machine. Not just a truck, but a survivor built to keep hope alive in places forgotten by the world. Its military variants have been used by armies across Europe, designed to handle everything from mud to missile debris. And through it all, the Trakker proves one thing: survival isn't about speed or style, it's about never giving up. In a landscape that kills engines and shatters steel, the Iveco Trakker endures, a true European warrior in a desert world. Number 4. Freightliner Cascadia Evolution. In the modern age of trucking, where technology often sacrifices toughness for comfort, one machine stands out as proof that endurance still matters: the Freightliner Cascadia Evolution. At first glance, it looks sleek and efficient. The aerodynamic design, the polished curves, the computerized dashboard. But underneath that refinement lies a heart built for survival on America's endless highways. The Cascadia Evolution has logged more miles than almost any other truck in recent decades. It's powered by the Detroit DD15 engine, capable of pulling heavy loads across mountains, snow, and desert with astonishing reliability. Truckers often talk about hitting 2 million miles on the odometer without major overhauls, a rare feat in the age of electronics. From blizzards in Colorado to the 120-degree Fahrenheit heat of Nevada, Cascadias have faced every kind of punishment. Their engines rarely overheat, their transmissions are known for enduring years of non-stop hauling, and their frame integrity holds even after millions of kilometers. Fleet operators love them for another reason. They don't die easily. Even when Cascadias are retired, many are sold overseas, rebuilt, and continue working in Africa, Asia, and Latin America, surviving climates far harsher than those they were designed for. There's a famous story from a long-haul driver who drove a Cascadia through a hurricane evacuation route, hauling relief supplies through 100 mile-per-hour winds. The truck held its ground, the engine never stalled, and the cargo reached its destination safely. That's the kind of resilience the Cascadia represents. It's not an old-school brute force beast like the Kenworths of the past. It's a new breed of survivor, smart, strong, and endlessly enduring. A modern iron horse that proves, even in a digital age, true toughness never goes out of style. Number 5. Renault Kerax 8x8. In a world torn by war and disaster, not every hero carries a weapon. Some carry food, medicine, and hope through roads that don't exist. And for thousands of people in Africa, the Middle East, and Eastern Europe, that hero had a name: Renault Kerax. Built in France, the Kerax was engineered not for comfort, but for chaos. Its all-wheel drive 8x8 configuration, massive ground clearance, and sealed driveline made it one of the most unstoppable trucks ever built. The French military, UN peacekeeping forces, and aid organizations around the world depend on it because it doesn't need roads, it makes them. In Congo and Mali, Kerax trucks carried humanitarian aid through swamps and minefields. In flood-ravaged Pakistan, they waded through waist-deep water while lesser trucks drowned. Their operators often tell stories of driving for days without stopping, engines covered in dust, radiators clogged with mud, and yet the Kerax pushed on. Part of its magic lies in its simplicity. Its Renault DX i11 engine delivers up to 460 horsepower, tuned not for speed but for unstoppable torque. Its chassis is reinforced like armor, able to absorb punishment that would destroy conventional trucks. And its modular body design means it can transform from cargo carrier to fuel tanker, crane truck, or troop transporter, whatever the mission demands. Even when the world's most advanced vehicles failed in remote zones, the Kerax kept moving. It was the one truck that could deliver aid where helicopters couldn't land and jeeps couldn't pass. To the people it served, it wasn't just steel and rubber. It was survival on wheels. In the silence of destruction and despair, you could always hear it coming, the deep, steady rumble of the Renault Kerax, bringing life back to impossible places. Number 6. Hino 700 series. If endurance had a shape, it would look like the Hino 700 series, Japan's unbreakable contribution to the heavy-duty world. This truck doesn't boast about power or luxury. It doesn't rely on fancy electronics or chrome finishes. Its strength lies in one word: reliability. From the jungles of Indonesia to the Himalayan highways of Nepal, the Hino 700 has earned its reputation as the truck that just doesn't stop. Powered by the 13-liter Hino E13C engine, this machine was built to haul 60-ton loads through mud, floods, and narrow mountain roads where one mistake means death. In the Philippines, Hino trucks work in typhoon zones, carrying aid supplies through waist-deep water. In India, they climb the treacherous Manali-Leh highway, one of the highest and most dangerous routes in the world, often with no guardrails and temperatures swinging from freezing cold to scorching heat. And in Africa, Hino 700s are used for construction and mining in areas where fuel quality is poor and maintenance support is minimal. Yet these trucks still clock over 1 million kilometers before major repairs. Mechanics love them because they're simple, strong metal parts, minimal electronics, and engines that can be stripped down and rebuilt with basic tools. Drivers often joke that Hinos have steel lungs. They can run even on dirty fuel or in dusty, humid conditions that would destroy modern engines. There's a famous story from Myanmar, where a Hino 700 was caught in a monsoon flood for 3 days, submerged halfway in muddy water. After draining and refueling, it started right back up as if nothing happened. The Hino 700 series isn't glamorous, but it's eternal. A true workhorse that represents the Japanese philosophy of Kaizen, continuous improvement, built into a truck that simply refuses to die. Number 7. KrAZ 6322. When the roads are gone, the bridges are bombed, and the ground itself is an enemy, that's when the KrAZ 6322 wakes up. Built in Ukraine by the Kremenchuk automobile plant, this 6x6 giant has been a silent witness to war, disaster, and survival since the early 1990s. Originally designed for military use, the KrAZ 6322 quickly proved its worth in some of the harshest conditions on Earth. From the frozen Donbass trenches to the deserts of Sudan, this truck has done it all. Its 14.9-liter YAMS diesel engine can pull 12 tons across any terrain, ice, sand, mud, or rubble. Unlike Western trucks filled with delicate electronics, the KrAZ is brutally simple. No sensors, no digital dashboards, just raw mechanics that can be repaired anywhere. Soldiers and mechanics have literally used hammers and scrap metal to fix these trucks in the field, and they keep running. During military conflicts, KrAZ 6322s have delivered ammunition, food, and wounded soldiers through active combat zones. Drivers tell stories of surviving artillery blasts that blew out tires and shattered windshields, but the truck still drove back to base. In Ukraine's freezing winters, when temperatures drop below -30°C, KrAZ engines still start with a roar. Their rugged suspension and flexible frame design allow them to navigate terrain that even tanks struggle with. Beyond war, the 6322 has also served humanity, delivering relief supplies during floods, earthquakes, and disasters where no other vehicle could go. It's not beautiful. It's not comfortable, but it's immortal. The KrAZ 6322 doesn't care about luxury. It only cares about one thing: getting the job done, no matter what hell lies ahead. That's why, even decades later, it's still rolling strong across Ukraine, proving that true toughness isn't born in peace, it's forged in war. Number 8. BelAZ 75710. If there's one truck that defies logic, that laughs in the face of physics, it's the BelAZ 75710. This is not a highway truck. It's not even a vehicle you can legally drive on any road. It's the largest truck ever built in human history, and it was designed to survive the most hostile environment imaginable, the open-pit mines of Siberia. Manufactured in Belarus, the BelAZ 75710 stands 27 feet tall, weighs over 360 tons, and carries 810 tons of payload. To put that in perspective, it could haul an entire Boeing 747 jetliner on its back. Its power comes from two 65-liter diesel engines, each producing 2,300 horsepower. Combined, that's 4,600 horsepower of raw survival energy. In the Siberian mines, winter temperatures plummet to 50 degrees Celsius, turning diesel fuel into jelly. But the 75710 keeps going, thanks to its dual-engine system that allows one motor to heat and power the other. Its tires, the size of small houses, are filled with nitrogen to prevent freezing and bursting. This truck operates non-stop, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in dust storms, freezing gales and blistering heat. If a mechanical component fails, the truck's modular design allows it to be replaced in hours, not days. Drivers describe the feeling of piloting it as commanding a building that moves. Yet despite its enormous size, it's surprisingly stable, gliding over rough terrain as if it were smooth asphalt. The BelAZ 75710 doesn't just survive, it dominates. It's proof that human engineering can build machines strong enough to move mountains, literally. No other truck on Earth comes close to matching its size, strength, or endurance. It's the undisputed giant, a living monument to industrial power and survival. Number 9. BelAZ 537. Before satellites and smart tech, there were giants made of steel and diesel. One of the greatest of them all was the BelAZ 537, a Soviet-era military tractor designed to move ballistic missiles and tanks across frozen wastelands. Built in the 1960s by the Minsk automobile plant in Belarus, this truck was the beating heart of the Soviet Army's logistics. Its V12 diesel engine pumped out 525 horsepower, giving it the strength to tow 100-ton loads through Siberia's snow, mud, and frozen rivers. Unlike modern trucks, the BelAZ 537 wasn't pampered by paved roads or service stations. It was expected to function in total isolation in temperatures from -50 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius with minimal maintenance. And it did. Decades later, thousands of these trucks are still running. Many have been repurposed for civilian heavy haulage, moving locomotives, turbines, and even space equipment across the Russian wilderness. During the Cold War, these trucks pulled nuclear warheads across secret routes, driving through forests and swamps where no road existed. Their wide tires, independent suspension, and sealed drivetrain allowed them to climb, float, and power through terrain that would bury other vehicles. Mechanics call it the truck that never dies. Even with ancient engines and half-century-old parts, the BelAZ 537 continues to work. A living fossil from an era when machines were built to outlive their creators. If you want to understand Soviet toughness, look no further. The BelAZ isn't just a relic of the Cold War, it's a roaring symbol of mechanical immortality. Number 10. Torsus Praetorian. In a world obsessed with comfort and automation, the Torsus Praetorian feels like a rebellion. Built in Slovakia on a MAN 4x4 chassis, this off-road bus truck hybrid was designed for one purpose: to go where no other vehicle can. It's not meant for highways or cities. It's meant for volcanoes, glaciers, jungles, and war zones. The Praetorian carries up to 35 people or full cargo loads through conditions that destroy conventional vehicles. Its MAN diesel engine delivers 290 horsepower, but its genius lies in design: reinforced steel body, military-grade suspension, and tires capable of crushing boulders. This truck operates in Antarctica, carrying scientists through temperatures below -40 degrees Celsius. It's used by mining companies in Chile's Atacama Desert, one of the driest and hottest places on Earth. It's also a favorite for rescue teams, militaries, and expeditions, wherever survival depends on reliability. Engineers tested it by ramming it into snowbanks, flooding it in rivers, and dropping it from elevated terrain, and it kept running. Even if the electronics fail, its mechanical core ensures it can still move, making it one of the most durable vehicles of the 21st century. The Torsus Praetorian is the bridge between old-school toughness and modern engineering. It carries the DNA of the Kenworths and Macs that came before it, trucks that valued durability over luxury. Whether it's crawling through lava fields or crossing frozen wastelands, this truck proves one thing: the age of true survivors isn't over. The legends of steel still live. They just wear modern armor now. They've faced the elements, beaten the odds, and proven that true strength isn't measured in horsepower, but in heart. Which one of these unstoppable trucks impressed you the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you love stories of machines that refuse to quit, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more legends of endurance and engineering. Thanks for watching, and remember, real trucks don't stop when it's hard. They stop when the job's done.